only a few hours left to go before we find out who's won Big Brother 2024. Let me know in the comments who you voted for. It's the penultimate episode, and like most penultimate episodes of Big Brother, not really much happened. Hannah was in the diary room talking about the message she was left by her friends about shagging, and she said that she didn't want to treat him any differently. But then I feel like she has been treating him differently, and so is the rest of the house. I don't know if they showed it on last night's show, but the night before on Late and Live, they showed you a small clip of Hannah, Marcello and Ali speaking to Shaggin, and he was obviously looking a bit uncomfortable. And I says, oh, they could have been just winding him up and having a laugh with him, but it was giving off bullying vibes. Hannah was saying that it bothers him to have his character questioned, and Ali says, oh, is that because your pockets are so heavy with all the money? She's literally so obsessed with this £10,000, it's actually worrying. And when Hannah and Emma were speaking, they were going into the bedroom and Shaggin was walking behind them, and they're like, oh, why are you walking behind us? And I thought, oh, they're just having a laugh. But then when they went into the bedroom, everybody in the house was in the room, apart from Marcello. So I felt like they were trying to make Shaggin feel as if he was being left out. Obviously they're bored as fuck in there because they're absolutely obsessed with Hannah and Shaggin's relationship. And they keep on saying, oh, but what if I had to convert? As if it's just like not a big deal. But that is a massive deal. Like, I'm not a religious person, I used to be. And I'm all about, like, you love the person no matter what. But if anybody had to ever say to me, oh, will you convert to my religion? I'd be like, no, certainly not. And if you're already religious and somebody says, oh, it's fine, you can just convert, that's an absolute fucking slap in the face. At the very end, Hannah and Shaggin were talking in the bedroom, and she was saying, oh, if you need to cut me off after this, like, it's totally fine. And he was saying, oh, we'll see what happens in the situation outside, like, she might not even be there for me anymore. And I hope she is, because even though they've been flirtatious, they haven't actually done anything, and they've both said from the start, we can't be together no matter what. Hannah and Emma were given the task to give spa treatments to the rest of the housemates, and Hannah was doing Nathan's feet. And nothing against Nathan, but I just hate feet in general. Well, no, you could not pay me to do that. He was talking about his sexuality and how he thought he was gay, then he thought he was asexual, and he hadn't really had real feelings for anybody until he met Baked Potato. And I thought that's actually quite cute, because throughout this season, people have thought that the relationship was fake, and I genuinely thought it was real the whole time, up until he kinda went like, I love you to her, and then she gave him a hug, and she did this pure, like, weird, awkward look. But when she came out the house, she says, I just didn't want to give people the ick, and, like, I'm just a really awkward person. He's obviously really into her. She's not even there anymore, and he's still going on about her and he's missing her, so I hope it works out. Emma was asking Shaggin about his feelings for Hannah, and I thought, this has been playing out for weeks now. They've both made it clear that they can't be with each other, but it's just like an obsession that they've got. When they were talking about him in the bedroom, it was like, oh, why doesn't he just admit it? Why should he need to admit it? Why is it anybody else's business how he feels? It's got to the point over this last week where it's just infuriating me. Marcello was in the diary room talking about how much he loves Hannah, and he doesn't really get on with Ali because she's more of a thinker and he's more of a feeler. And it might shock a lot of people. Anybody who watches my videos might be shocked to know this. But I actually think if I was in that house with Ali, I would get on with her really well, as long as she didn't come out with anything about giving men curfews, because that's a deal breaker. The only people that were in that house this year that I genuinely just couldn't have coped with is Ryan, Marcello and Lily. Ali was speaking to Marcello, and she says, why do you think you've got such a problem with being told what to do? And when he was saying he didn't like it growing up, like from when he was a little boy, he got put out of school, and he says he thinks it was because he didn't have a dad telling him what to do. And I thought, well, actually it sounds a little bit more like PDA. Many years ago I was seeing a counsellor, and one of the things that we spoke about was having pathological demand avoidance. And if I want to do something, let's just say I want to tidy my room, and then my mum walked in and says, you need to tidy your room, I would just instantly be like, that's it, I'm not doing it. Like, I physically couldn't do it. When I was in college doing fashion design, my tutor said, go and sew the sleeve onto that shirt and don't make any mistakes. And simply because she said, don't make any mistakes, I was in college that whole day and I didn't manage to get this sleeve sewed on. Everything that I'd done was wrong. And I was like, I really wish that you hadn't have said that. I wish that she'd have just said, alright, you can put the sleeve on that shirt, or whatever. It's like the way things are worded. and it sounds to me as if maybe he's got that. That being said, it is just possible that he just doesn't like being told what to do. The housemates were on the sofas and they had the chance to get badges, and one of the questions was, what's your most embarrassing moment in the Big Brother house? Now, I tell you, I was not expecting Nathan to stand up there and say that he shit his pants in the Big Brother house. He was wearing white trousers and white boxers, and what I was surprised at even more is that he was in this house with like 15 other people and nobody noticed it. As we know, Big Brother's got cameras everywhere. They've got cameras in the toilet, so the show knew that this happened. And thank you to the Big Brother gods that they didn't show that. Imagine, that would be so embarrassing. And actually now I'm wondering if he brought that up because he's wondering if they showed that. If that happened to me, I'd be like that, oh my god, they definitely showed that. So that was why he was just trying to get it out there as if like, oh, it happened and it's fine. Holy fuck, man. Oh my god, like, I've never shit my pants in my life, right? But I know people who it's happened to, and they openly tell you, and it's like, I don't know, would I just take that to the grave? But that happened to him actually, and there was cameras. There was cameras! Oh my god. Poor Nathan. The housemates were playing games and they were playing Truth or Dare, and Nathan was dared to bunny hop up and down the corridor. That was the most interesting bunny hop I've ever seen. I must say, if I was playing Truth or Dare, I would always pick Truth because I am a shite bag when it comes to dares. So this is it. This is also my penultimate video about Big Brother. I've made a video about every single episode. There'll be plenty of people out there who will be happy that I'm not popping up on their screen every day. I've already voted 3 for Hannah, 2 for Shaggin. Let me know who you voted for. I'll see you again tomorrow. And then...